Alrighty, well, I'm here today with George Makoutz, who is my lender partner here in Big Canoe, Georgia. And George and I have some exciting things to share with all of you today. If you have been following us, you know that we are going to give you some tips today on being able to buy your next home before you sell. However, before we go into it, I just want to do a brief introduction. Again, I'm Margot Weatherford. I'm the managing partner for eXp Realty here in Big Canoe, Georgia, in Pickens County. And my lender partner, George Makoutz, is with Luminate Bank. And George, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Margot, and good morning to everyone. My name is George Makoutz. I'm with Illuminate Bank. I've been with the bank for a couple of years now. Prior to that, though, I've done pretty much you name it in the mortgage industry. So I come with a lot of knowledge and I enjoy helping people and supporting people. So it's a good fit for Margot and I.
George is the expert on this program, and I will tell all of you that I have worked with George on a few of these, and we have had great success for our clients. So with all of that in mind, George, take it away.
Thank you, Margot. Um, Buying before you sell is a lot of times a pretty difficult hurdle to surmount, especially since a lot of times your equity or your funds for the new purchase are locked up in your current residence. And sometimes there's some things you want to do, freshen it up, spruce it up before you actually put it on the market. So with buy before you sell program, or more traditionally called a bridge loan program, it allows you to access that equity. And Margot, if you can go to the next slide, please. All right. Roughly 56% of the people who sell a departing residence are using those funds for down payment and closing costs on their new purchase, on their new home. So it's essential to get access, and sometimes you can use home equity lines and things of that nature, but there's cost and complications to that, and you still have a payment. If you don't mind, Margot, can you go to the second? Okay, no more pending sales. If you can normally go non-contingent on the sale of your departing residence, you can get up to 70% of the value of your home in cash right now. So if you had a mortgage for 200,000 and you can get and the house is worth 450, you can still get over 100,000 out to be able to use for down payment and closing costs. And that puts your offer, as Margot would probably tell you, closer to the front of the line when buyers are looking at multiple offers. And it's very likely we'll find ourselves in a market similar to that again here as interest rates continue to moderate. All right, I'm ready for the next one, Margot. Okay, here's a great example. Departing residence approval. The expected sales price is 500,000. The mortgage balance is 250. You have about $100,000 in equity to unlock there. So if you can then shop non-contingent, and if you go look at a $600,000 house with your $100,000 in equity, you're able to essentially do a conventional purchase. Even if it's only at 85% loan to value or 90, you can still go under conventional guidelines to purchase a home. This particular program, we want to focus on on conventional loans as opposed to FHA and VA. There are some other programs available that are similar to this that do work with FHA and VA. This also allows you to keep your house listed with Margot or whatever realtor you choose if you're from the outside the area coming in for up to 120 days, and you can sell that house for the full 500,000. Whatever the difference is between paying off your mortgage and the equity that you use, that money comes to you net of real estate commissions and any closing and transfers. The cost of this program is 2.4% of the value of the home. So roughly on our estimate here, it'd be about 14,000 is your cost to access that equity from your $500,000 home. An important point to remember, though, is you're not paying interest on the bridge loan funds, and you're not making a mortgage payment. So now that's not in your debt ratio. That's not going to be considered part of your debt load as you go into purchasing your new home. All right, I'm ready for the next one, please. All right, approval is generally pretty quick. I can a lot of times get them done in one day. There's a questionnaire that I have to fill out. There's a questionnaire that your real estate professional would have to fill out. And then we just need a few photos of the property so that we can see what it looks like. And there are usually a couple street views, front, backs, and sides. And if there's anything, particularly like some of the amazing views in Big Canoe, it wouldn't hurt to throw one of those in there as well. All right, I'm ready for the next one. All right, eligible properties can't be greater than 5 acres. We don't do any rural properties under this. They need to be residential. They have to have public roads, and utilities need to be on the property. There's not really an age restriction. I will tell you, some of the older homes, like, pre-70s and that, unless they've been recently remodeled, those do get a little bit more difficult, and you don't get the amount of equity out of it that you think you might. So there is some limitations there. They also, if you're in a new development where they're still building houses, you're going to be somewhat limited under this program there. So if you're like in phase 1 and you're getting ready to sell, and phase 2 is another 100 houses coming out of the ground that are similar to yours, that it's going to be challenging to use this program in that situation. And of course, you can't be in foreclosure or bankruptcy, and this is not available on non-warrantable condos, and non-warrantable condos is almost a whole nother presentation that we'll have to do at some point in time, because they have their own nuances. We can unlock up to $2 million in equity. The average size of the house needs to be anything that's permitted, which is usually about 700 square feet and larger, up to about 5,000 square feet. There's whatever's normal for the house. A 700 square foot house is probably going to be 1 bedroom, 1 bath, like a bungalow of sorts. So as long as the property makes sense, we can use this tool. Renovations and repairs are a bit of a problem. So again, there's some programs available where they'll allow you to do a certain amount of work to the property. So if you need like freshen the bathrooms, or paint, or do some carpet, but generally speaking, we want the house to be in sale ready condition when we put the bridge loan in place. And then again, focusing on number of days on the market, you have up to 120 days to sell. If not, you do have a cash offer. Your cash offer is going to be below market without a doubt, but still it would be a competitive offer, especially since it is giving you the cash still to get out. So, but expected days on market, less than 90 days, and we want to make sure that the property is listed for sale. We're ready for the next one, I think, please. This kind of summarizes what we just went over. The program does cost 2.4% of whatever the value of the departing residence is. Your equity is 0%, 0% bridge loan. So you're not paying any interest on that. Determining the backup offer, like what will pay you or what will be paid if you can't sell through your realtor, is going to be the payoff value, mortgage balance, and unlock equity is what you'll pay your offer, your cash offer will be. So the cash offer will get you out clean, including the equity that you took, but there's no additional profit there for you. And then again, 100% guarantee that you will receive the net proceeds if it's sold over and above your payoff, transfers, closing costs, and equity loan. And I think that's it for that one, Marco. And then, yeah, definitely questions. Feel free to reach out to Margot or I. And we'll be happy to walk you through the process as it relates to your situation specifically.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for that presentation, George.